Okay, we're going to use a formula, 3.7, use a formula to find their vertex. The axis of symmetry can be found using this formula, negative b over 2a, when the quadratic is in standard form, like this. So what does this formula look like? So let's take a look here. Okay, let's find a piece of paper. Okay, so our formula here is x equals negative b over 2a. We've seen that somewhere. We've seen x equal negative b, and we've seen 2a underneath somewhere. I don't know who remembers where, but we've seen it in the big quadratic formula. Quite interestingly, the negative b over 2a is the vertex, or the axis of symmetry. Is the x part of the vertex or the axis of symmetry? This part, you're going left and right of the vertex. So let's see. So if you had a graph here, okay, so we'll just do a quick graph with the parabola. Okay. See, if you had your two x-intercepts, and over here you had x equal that formula, negative b over 2a, you add a certain amount and you subtract a certain amount to get the two x-intercepts. So these formulas are interconnected. See, minus b over 2a is right in here, and then you add and subtract the rest of it because you go to the right and left. Okay, let's start off with our first question here. Okay, so for the following, find the axis of symmetry and graph it. Well, we also have to find the vertex. But we'll start off. I'm going to need a lot of room, so x equals negative b all over 2a. Well, a is negative 2, b is negative 8, c is 4, so negative b is negative negative 8 all over 2a, 2 over negative 2. Okay, the negative negative 8 is 8. Let me go bring it up here. I'm going to need more room here, so I'll have to write somewhere else. 8, and the other stuff over negative 4. So 8 over negative 4. You guys are writing a lot smaller than me. So our x part of our vertex, x equals 8 divided by negative 4 is negative 2. So we know that at negative 2, and I'll do a little dash here, our axis of symmetry for this equation. By using that formula, we'll do a dashed line. Our axis of symmetry is at x equal to negative 2. Now we got to find the y. And I'm going to get a piece of paper out to help me out. We're going to find the y. How are we going to do that? We're going to put it into the f at x formula. If you remember before, we're going to put that x equals negative 2 in here. So now we have that x is negative 2. We're going to put it in here. So we'll go negative 2, negative 2 squared minus 8 times negative 2 plus 4. We're going to go to our trusty calculating machine here. So right here, we're going to go to our calculator. So all we did was subbed in the negative 2 we found in here. We're going to go to the calculator, and we're going to just type that whole thing in the calculator. And you get 12. Okay, 12. So our vertex for this is negative 2, 12. So we can graph that point, negative 2, 12. So on our thing, negative 2, 12, just on our graph here. So on our graph, we knew negative 2, we go all the way up to 12, put a big fat dot right there. Negative 2, 12. See, right on negative 2, 12. Now, our A, see, A is in the front. A is negative 2. So our step pattern, let's draw it on the side here. A is negative 2. So our step pattern of 1, 3, 5 gets multiplied by negative 2. And you get negative 2, negative 6, negative 10. So we go over 1, down 2. Over 1, down 2. Over 1, down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, amazing. It's right at the 4, right at the y-intercept. There's the 4, and we'll do the same on the other side, over, down, 6. And then we'll graph Just amazing. Went right through the y-intercept. We did a good job. Okay, let's continue this with the next question. Over here, we're going to do 2a. Our sheet's out of the way, so I have some room. I'll probably do it right here. Okay, we'll do this question here. And I'm going to do it on a piece of paper. We'll do 2a. 2a now. F at x equals x squared minus 7x plus 12. So find the vertex of the quadratic and write in vertex form. So start with this question. We're not going to, you can do the completing the square. If you want, you can do completing the square. But we're going to use the formula. We're going to go x equals negative b all over 2a. Okay, here, a is 1. B is negative 7. C is 12. So we're going to put negative b, so negative 7 all over 2, 1. Negative 7. Oh, we can't see it here, so let's get this out of the way. Negative 7. Okay, 2. So you get positive 7 over 2, 3.5. You get 3.5. So just putting it in the form, you get 3.5. Now we're going to find f at 3.5, or the y. We're going to find the y coordinate of the vertex. So wherever we see the x in this equation, we're going to put 3.5 squared minus 7 times 3.5 plus 12. Okay, plus 12. Oops, there. Plus 12 plus 12. Punch this into the calculator. Okay, so we're going to go here. Let's punch the whole thing in. Okay, here we go. Bracket 3.5 squared minus 7 bracket 3.5 plus 12 equals negative 0.25. So here you get negative 0.25. My vertex is axis 3.5, comma, negative 0.25. Great. But now we got to put it into vertex form. How do we do that? Okay, vertex form. Let's write it out here. F at x, a, x minus p squared plus q. Okay, so 3.5, we're going to put in a, okay, 3.5, x minus 3.5 squared plus q. We're going to put minus 0.25 here. Opposite sign, same sign. What the heck's our a to finish this off? Well, let's go back here to standard form. 1. 1. So hey, a is 1. So in here, 1. Or we don't have to write it. It's just x minus 3.5 squared minus 0.25. Okay, I'll do the next questions on the next video.